So, Speggos asks, can you create a template in a database which also holds other templates as subtasks? For instance, create podcast template also creates subtasks of record podcasts, upload podcasts, etc. Link to the parent task created for the template. So, first things first, I created this project called Fake Podcast. This template is a template of mine that I've been working on probably for a year, probably gonna be working for another year. And yeah, well, so this is first things first, let's make some things clear. This is a task, and this is another task. Okay. So this is the parent task, and this is the subtask. I think that's how they call it. Let's see. So item, parent item, and subtask. Okay, so I did this wrong, but that's how they call it: parent item and subtask. Okay, so this is the parent, and this is subtask. If I add another one, this is another subtask, just so we can have this really clear. So first, let me show you how not to do it and why not to do it. I the first time I tried to do something like this, I did it exactly like this. So I already have my template, which at the moment is called untitled because I don't know. So I'm gonna duplicate this template. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna call this podcast episode. So I'm gonna put like episode 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna add it inside my project called Fake Podcast, which is the name of my fake podcast that doesn't exist. Okay, I'm not gonna put it. I'm gonna put a tag as important, and then here inside I'll put stuff like choose the podcast theme and research podcast theme and record podcast theme and back. And I'm like, I'm a genius. I'm so smart. People shouldn't be like crying when they see me. So I'm just gonna click here, podcast episode. I'm gonna be like episode 1, and I'm like, yay! Like I, no, not yay, no. Why didn't it work? Way. Oh yeah. Of course, of course. It didn't work because I didn't put a project here. You have to put a project. La la la. Okay, here we go. This is a little bit messy right now. So fake podcast, its name, it should be here. Status looks better here, doesn't it? Yes, so much better. So it's all here. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna delete this one and pretend this never happened. I'm probably not gonna edit out because it happens. Shit happens. So I'm gonna click here, podcast 1. And I'm gonna be like, oh my god, look at me. How smart I am. That was me the first time. Like, it's all here. So that's podcast number 1. I'm gonna click here and be like podcast number 2 because I'm such a multitasker. And I'm like, oh my god, I feel like research podcast theme at this time is really important. So look at here. What is happening? Why is it going to? It's like, because these are the same task in different parent tasks. See, this is this, and this is this. Here we go, Mike. Okay. So what I actually did is that when I was doing that template, I created these 3 tasks, and every time I create a new podcast, I'm gonna like go to exactly these tasks. It's not they don't have the same name. No, it's exactly the same task. And this is gonna be a problem. Why? Because I'm gonna do like the research for my first podcast podcast theme podcast theme, and I'm like, okay, and then the podcast from episode 2 is gone. Like it's gone. It's gone. This is not gonna work. So this is, let me delete this one because it doesn't make sense. This is how you're gonna do it. Let's go back here. podcast episode, like you do you. And this is how I would do it. I would create a button, and every time I say button, I sound like I go full British. I don't know why. So I'm gonna click in add a page to, and I'm gonna select the database. So my tasks go into this live.tasks. So I'm gonna select this one. It's gonna be the first one. I'm gonna name what did I say? Choose a theme. And then I can add like tag. I'm gonna put like research, important. I don't know. You do you. But here is the really important thing. The parent item, remember what I showed you before? It has to be this page. Okay? So this task here, choose a theme, will show up inside the task that you just created. Also, another thing that is quite important, but not mandatory because it depends. Maybe you want to create like in another, but in my case, it's going to be the fake podcast. And basically that's it. I can duplicate and be like, choose a theme. And then what I have to do is like research the theme. I'm going to drop out research because it's not. Oh, no, it actually is research. It's research and it's going to be in the web. And then I'm going to duplicate here and I'm going to like record the podcast. I'm going to take research out and web out and we can like home maybe. I don't know, computer. I don't know. I don't want to create like the tag podcast. So yeah, and upload the podcast. Let me duplicate it here again. Let me pause. Okay, it's already so you have to name the button. It's quite important. Or maybe I don't think you do have. Let me go. Oh, that looks so much better. You can put a name here like podcast tasks. But look at this. It does look so much better. So much like slim. So, okay. Let's go back. Let's pretend none of this happened. I'm going to click here. You have to click, obviously, in podcast episode. It created... Why it created so much stuff? Oh, because I clicked the button many times. Okay, pause. Back. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click podcast episode. It's going to name one. Just going to wait for it to load. Okay, it literally, no, it didn't, but it almost took a day. Okay, so this is my new podcast, episode 1. So I'm just going to go here and click. All is here. And I'm a very multitasker. I'm going to create a second episode. This is episode 2. I'm going to wait for forever and a day. Wait a second. Okay, already loaded. I'm going to click here and it's going to load everything. So let's check the difference now because I think right now choosing a theme is really important. And see, it's not marking here. So this, let me show you. This is a task. And this is another task. So they are not the same task anymore. They already have everything here. Again, why I'm putting the status after? It looks so bad. What has happened to me? I'm a designer. I know how to do stuff like this. So that's how I would do it. And yeah, hope you like it. Please, this is a very new channel. So if you like this tutorial, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I don't know, tell me what is your favorite Pokemon? I'm obsessed in asking people what their favorite Pokemon are because I have a theory that it shows a lot of their personality. Guess what's mine? So leave a comment, and if you have any questions, leave in the comments. I will try to answer as soon as my ADHD allows myself. Thank you, bye.